Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask my colleagues for leave for an extended introduction, please.
Is leave granted? Carried. Recognize the Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it's to you and through you. I'm really proud today to introduce members of the University of Regina Rams football team who are seated up in the gallery. The Rams are a highly successful sports organization with a long and proud history, which can be traced back to the early 1900s. More than 50 players have advanced on to the CFL. I don't know what the U of S's record is, but I'm not sure it's not the same. In 1999, the Rams and the University of Regina formed a community partnership, enabling the team to join the Canada West Conference of the Canadian Intercollegiate Athletic Union. And just 1 year later, they made a huge impact on CIAU football by winning the Canada West Conference Championship and playing in the Vanier Cup. And earlier this year, Rams alumni Stephen Bryce took the helm as the team's new coach, bringing more than a decade of coaching experience. And I can personally attest to his skills and his leadership as he worked with my son on the U14 SAS Selects that went to the Texas School of Football in Arlington last year. Mr. Speaker, on Friday, the Rams, I know, clinched a playoff spot with an exciting 35-33 victory over UBC, which means that they will play host to a semi-final game here on November the 5th, which I'm pretty excited about. But the University of Regina Rams, and why I wanted them here today, is that they're more than a football team, Mr. Speaker. The team's focus is not only on excellence in sports, but on developing players as role models in our community, and this is emphasized when they walk into the locker room, where for many years this poem has been displayed. It's called A Man of Worth. To be true, faithful, devout to the ideals of what is a man. To understand and practice the virtue of honesty, the quality which gives one peace. To have empathy for a less fortunate, suffering soul, and compassion to make a difference in that life. To recognize what needs to be changed and possess the courage and patience to change it. To be discerning and steadfast in love, the condition all men fear, yet long for. To be resolute and firm in oneself while owning the dignity to be humble. To have the will to commit to a cause, the passion to seize it, holding a vision, pursuing a goal. To believe and trust in a higher power, guiding the path of all humanity. To determine what is moral and right and then stand for it. To know what is honor and strive for this cradle of justice. To be loyal to a friend yet remain bold and brave in your own convictions. To be cooperative and protective of your planet in reaching to discover, to know and to learn. To be generous and thoughtful. Giving of your life to a better world, seeking no reward or fame from this gift. To be genuine, to be wise, to be caring, is to be a man of worth. The Rams work hard to be men of worth, getting involved in special events and important causes throughout the city. Today marks the beginning of the Violence Prevention Week in Saskatchewan, and I'd like to highlight that the Rams are participating in the university's landmark You Are Safe Gendered Violence Prevention Project at the U of R. And this week they will be participating in a Man Up Against Violence workshop as a team as well. And with that, I'm proud to introduce members of the Regina Rams, starting with head coach Stephen Bryce, offensive coordinator Mike McConkey, defensive lineman Bryce McKinnon, defensive lineman Carrick Huggins, defensive back Marcus Cooling, linebacker Travis Semenek, defensive back Josh Tipton, defensive back Kaylin Branning, and linebacker Alex Rourke, as well as the video coordinator for Thomas Retzlaff. So I asked the member for Athabasca, he's going to have to be careful today because we have some linemen in the room. I would like you all to join me in welcoming the University of Regina Rams to their Legislative Assembly.